since that day I've had nothing but bad luck. My mama didn't love me and my daddy he ran away. My granny she done raised me in her own peculiar way. Said listen to me mister, I'm in the bathroom with my sister. Give me a goddamn minute to clean it up. Well, I'm drinking past Blue Ribbon, Lord I got no use for women. So my sister puts her nose right up my butt. We walked back to the trailer and we ran into a sailor looking for good times and methamphetamine. He took my good sweet sister and Lord I sure do miss her. Good God I hope he treats her like a queen. Listen to me mister, in the bathroom with my sister. Give me a goddamn minute to clean it up. I'm drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon and I ain't got use for women. So my sister puts her nose right up my butt. My feet they are dragging as I slink back to my wagon, and I crawl in bed as lonesome as can be. You know, I cry myself to sleep. My sister goes down deep. Can't wait till she comes right on back to me. I sure do miss my sister and how she let me fist her. It don't feel right without her by my side. My steamboat I was tugging, think about my second cousin, 'cause I came to pick, not here for the ride. My mama didn't love me and my daddy ran away. Granny tried to raise me in her own peculiar way. Never since that day I've had nothing but bad luck. Born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Said born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Said born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Truck you, mother trucker.
What's going on, folks? How's everybody doing? I'm gonna turn the light down a little bit. Oh, we got a show for the people tonight. So Mango alerted me to this, and I heard a little bit about this bullshit from Shanny. So yada yada yada. I'm gonna go over the parts that I missed because I was working on like a certain individual situation that we know, and I'm not just talking about Brett Keane. I'm talking about the subject of tonight's video. I'm a little scatterbrained because I just ate a bunch of food, a lot more than I should have in a short amount of time. So I'm a little eepy. Oh, what's up, Ravenous? What's up, you smexy bastard? Ooh, look who's talking. Hey, whoa. J. Troido, I've become a rum sponge. Yeah, it's getting cold outside. Don't worry, you'll be fine once the days get a little longer. Yeah, real quick, let me say what's up to the chat, and then we'll go ahead and jump right in. Hope you guys like the intro music. That was the Hawes bathtub truck. Check them out on Facebook. Mango, thank you for the links. I just decided to post your thing instead of putting my own up there. Damien, nice to see you, bro. That's what how you think you said. J. Joy Doe with the lizards. Sydney, hearts in the chat for Sydney. J Gamer, always nice to have you here. Of course, the Ravenous Bean and all the lurkers and everybody watching afterwards. Appreciate you being here. There will be no brunch this week because I have my first drill because I re-enlisted. So I have to go to Columbus and go and do all the fun, happy intro to the Army horse shit and, you know, get back into being a soldier again. So, speaking of which, it's Dickless Seth. No, he's technically dickless, but yes, and I did miss Seth. Crack and sniff time. Hey, I typically smoke it, but if you want to sniff it, that's on you. So let me get rid of this here card, and you'll notice something about Shanny in this. If you watch any of Mango Jones's coverage of this, Shanny is pretty inebriated. Hence the reason she is pointing her camera up, because she is just like back on the bed trying to fucking work it off, or talk it out, I guess, and she doesn't want anyone to see her face. So yeah, let's dive into it. She had a few things to say about the military that Mango alerted me to, and Trump and whatever. Let's see what kind of dumb shit happens. I don't know how long this stream is going to be. It really depends on what she gets to. But, yeah, I don't really have anything else lined up. Oh, sweet intro. Ooh. Sasha may start barking. Dogs next door are pooping on their own lawn. Sorry, Shane, I'm trying to fill the dead air because you're,
Alright.
I don't know.
Seeing people piling in now.
Ah, that's what you were waiting for.
I have something to say. Someone asked me a question and I want to answer them through a video. Because I don't want to write all that shit out.
Because you can't spell.
And I think it would make a good video. Prepare for an answer that a lot of people will not like, will not agree with, and probably want to slay and murder me with. To the fact is, this is my own opinion. This is what I see from man.
Exactly,
And
Mango. When does she not have something to say?
I don't think anything will change.
You can smell the rendered lard
how I
from
feel.
Shanny's lard renders itself due to, her immense body heat.
About humans, because my experience and my life and my testimony bears the sins of a lot of men and women.
No, that's you. You committed all of those sins because you're a horrible person. You're a terrible, horrible person, and you have alienated yourself from damn near everybody in your life except Rev and his uncle and all of your little fucking idiots that come by and give you money and enable your dumb ass.
So, I got a question, and it was, what churches should I go for? Do you have any advice on churches? They want to join a church because...
None of them. Church is a waste of time. Facts.
They really want to reestablish...
In my opinion. I know Mango's going to be like, no. In my opinion, church is a waste of time.
My answer is...
else.
We are living in a time and age where the church is dead.
I didn't realize she was going to get straight into
Jesus Christ, those buildings that are made of brick and mortar, they're nothing but filled with hypocrites and hateful people that pretty much worship Trump now.
Pretty much worship Trump. United States of America. My mic volume keeps dropping some. Alright, I think it's probably just my computer. I'll just talk a little bit louder. Because I haven't changed anything. It was actually since I was gone for so long, I didn't really have any heat going in my house. It was so cold in here, my computer took forever to start up. I had to point the heater at it for a second. But so it might have something to do with that. But I'll just talk up a little bit.
A man who's an adulterer, a rapist, convicted rapist in 2 countries. England was with a 13-year-old girl with Prince Andrew. So all you anti-LGBT or MAGA people out there, well, Trump had sex with another man. So, take that one in your ass.
What's going on, Pecan Pie? I don't know what this argument is. And yes, thank you, Mango. He has never been convicted. Accused? Maybe? But an accusation is not a conviction. An indictment isn't even a conviction. So, I have never heard this story about Trump banging some dude with Prince Andrew. Or banging Prince Andrew. Or whatever. I'm sorry, but with that shirt, you look like the Do the Roar kid from Shrek. Mango, can you send me a picture of that? I need to know. Because I have my waffle top on. Because it's chilly, but I just have this Rick and Morty shirt that I've had for fucking ever on top of it. Dress in layers. Get yourself a waffle top. Civil judgment is not the same as a criminal conviction. Yeah, I remember you going over that. Yeah, and that's true. A civil conviction is not a criminal conviction. Criminal and civil courts are totally different, and a civil judgment can result. It's mostly like financial type convictions that you get, but when it comes to criminal convictions, that's when you lose. You are more likely to serve like jail time. But. Do the Roar. I haven't seen Shrek in a lot. How do I do the Roar? Roar? I'm not gonna do the Roar XD. Roar. Not gonna do that. I've never heard of it either. I'm betting Shanny just made it up. Yeah. Oh yeah, she makes up tons of things. Wait, where'd the fan go? What is she laying on?
I mean, you wanna condemn the LGBT, and here it is, your leader, your new God, your new Jesus Christ, had sex with another man while you're condemning the LGBT. And it is a mission by guilt when you settle with someone. That also goes to Sean Puffy fucking evil fucking Combs. Piece of shit.
Oh, God. God damn it, Pecan.
What it do? Please, Felicia, not in Daddy's ear.
Excuse me, Mr. Shrek. Could you do that ogre roar of yours for my son? He's a big, big fan.
Do the roar.
You know, I'd rather not. It's my kid's birthday party.
Do the roar.
Honey, why don't you go check on the cake?
Sure.
Do the roar.
Let me set you straight, Butterpants. An ogre only roars when he's angry. You don't want to see me angry, do you?
Do it.
Alright, sorry headphone users. Look here, listen. I'll admit when you're right. Thank you so much. That's actually, it's fairly accurate, but I have not seen Shrek 3. I've only seen the first one. Do the roar. God damn it. I don't want to just scream into my microphone, so make and an ogre only, clearly, as you heard, an ogre only roars when they're mad. You don't want to see me when I'm mad. Oh man, that was a good one. Good comparison though.
Shit.
Yeah,
the fact is, you're not going to resurrect your faith in a building with a bunch of hypocritical people who can't even align themselves with a leader who is aligned with Christ. Instead, they look at a man who has multiple affairs on his wives, cheats and steals, lies about how much he's worth just so he can get a
Truly
bigger
mad at
paycheck
me.
from our U.S. government, hence stealing your U.S. tax dollars. But that's okay for him.
Sorry, what? I'm very confused by like her argument, because I have no idea where it's coming from, and you can hear Rev in the background. Oh yeah, like taking another fucking shot of whatever. Like, what the fuck is going on? Seriously, what are you talking about?
U.S. tax dollars, our U.S. government, how much he's worth, just so he can get a bigger paycheck from our U.S. government, hence stealing your U.S. tax dollars. But that's okay for him, I guess. That's what you will get in the church, is how to worship a man instead of worshiping a god.
You're on fire.
Worshiping mammon.
I think I see what she's doing. I was confused about this screen here. She's talking into it, so she's like sitting there, talking at the screen, like the laptop screen, but she's got the phone like on the laptop, and then when Rev says something, she just puts the screen down a little bit more. And I think I'm correct, because if you look here, I believe that's just like the reflection of comments or some shit. I don't know. And not the U.S. tax dollars. Oh no. It's not like the government fucking, misuses that shit all the time.
And sex and lust, that's who you're aligning yourselves with in the church.
Depends on the church. I said don't go to church because I feel like it's a waste of time, but it really depends on the church. There's a decent amount of churches that kind of like self-sustain and go a little bit into like disrepair, but they don't have to pay taxes. And when you want to talk about shitty mega churches like Joel Osteen, fuck that guy. He's a piece of shit. He all he's doing is stealing money. It's a scam. That's it. But as far as like worshiping somebody, worshiping Trump, there's very few like actual like a full congregation where people are actually going to be worshiping Trump. And you do have like the super far right evangelicals that unfortunately have a lot of money and influence and power that are able to go and do stuff like that and like push politicians and the Trumpists with actual government power to do horrible things, because all they want is the end of the world, so that they can, at the very end be like, we were right. It's like, you caused this. Way to fucking go. Channeling my inner Mark Norman.
The fact is, if you want to resurrect your faith in Christ, there's only one place to go, and that is your sword, aka the Holy Bible. Okay, I'm not like those hip.
Somebody who's more well versed in like Christianity, is the Bible supposed to be used as a sword? Like figuratively? What's going on, John? How'd your surgery go? Hopefully you're doing okay. But is the Bible supposed to be used as a sword? I'm pretty sure like it's kind of the opposite. No, it's a guide. Yeah. Or listen to Typo Negative Christian Woman. It's a good song. Especially when it's... I prefer the Brett Keane version, though.
The critical Calvinists that are like, you need to do ESV only. No. Or those Catholics that are like, we need the King James version. No. You can even get it from the NSV.
It went well, a bit sore, but otherwise I'm doing good. Great. Hopefully everything works out and, you heal up and you have a better life, especially moving forward. I'll match Shanny's sword with an actual sword. See who wins. I see your sword, and I raise you a gun. But what's going on, Lamort? No, don't use the Bible to kill people. There's enough killing all over the world. You don't need
V.
NIV. That's the one that they really hate on.
The NIV?
The NIV.
Yeah, why not?
Yep.
Yeah, you can even get the message from the NIV, because I've read the NIV Bible, and it's just as beautiful and immaculate as they...
We've heard you read. It's painful. I don't think... I think it's more painful to hear G-Man read, but any of these fucking idiots trying to read is pretty painful. I have a fairly good reading comprehension and reading speed, but I've done it for... I actually, like, read quite a bit. But... No, these people can't read. They're illiterate.
The KJV, or the Geneva Bible.
What's this? G-Man especially.
Or the Tyndale Bible.
Hey, what's going on, J-Gamer? I thought you were here before.
I have read multiple versions of Bibles entire life. My whole entire life.
The chat on my phone is way behind. I was like, wait, what the hell is going on? Hey, Mudbrooker. Catholics don't use the KJV. It's Protestant heresy. Heresy. All hail the Pope. I don't know. I'm not very well versed in religion. All I know is that religion is just, like, it's fine to believe in a God. It's fine to believe, like, what you want to believe. It's okay to believe, like, in the Bible or the Quran or the Torah. But I think organized religion, it's just a waste of fucking time. Like, it's annoying. It's a waste of resources, a waste of time. Just, that's my own opinion. That's because I'm reptilian. Duh.
Life. I've been reading
Although I
the
am not
Bible,
the space pope,
and if I
just the
have
regular
any
pope.
faith, it is due to that book. Not those buildings that are made of brick and mortar. Whenever I go into those buildings, all I see is hypocritical people with a face, with a fake faith, and it makes.
No, whenever you go into a building, you see people with a face. Typically, if you see somebody without a face, that would be cause for concern. But they usually have a face because, you know, when you open doors into a building, typically the air pressure pushes the wind past you at your back inward. So they smell all of your folds and everything that's crusted underneath, and usually they'll make a face like, or just, you know, pass out and hit their head on a pew.
Makes me absolutely sick. None of them has a true testimony where they
You're
actually
Pope
meet
Harry.
and talk to Jesus Christ. None of them.
They mock
Gasp.
testimonies.
They do. They mock testimonies.
They have no spirit. It's all mind, philosophy, horse crap.
Mind, philosophy, horse crap. Let's hear that one again, Rev. Because, come on, man. You can come up with better words. Or just shut the hell up. Honestly, I'm in Shanny's camp. Just shut the hell up.
It's all mind, philosophy, horse crap.
Mind, philosophy. But philosophy comes from the mind. It's like it's a way of thinking, which you have to use your mind for. That doesn't make any sense. I think your brain is horse crap. I'm a bit less tolerant. I think religion is inherently harmful. I wouldn't say it's inherently harmful, although it's not. It's very easily harmful. I've gotten so many fucking scam phone calls today. I'm so sick of it. Jesus Christ. What's going on, Happy Jesus? Shanny met Jesus in the shower. He appeared to her in the shower. True story. She used to talk about it all the time. Shower Jesus can't be fake. Yes, shower Jesus can be fake because Shanny has never taken a shower. Facts. There we go. Don't you judge his mind philosophy. He's been drinking. Fair enough.
I'm so smart.
So if you really want to realign your faith, just read the Bible. You don't need another man telling you how to grow in Christ. You don't even need me.
Facts, John. Personally, I think any
You go
spiritual
in
beliefs
Christ
can be harmful
with
when
Christ.
taken to the extreme.
He teaches
Absolutely.
you with your relationship with him. He
point,
teaches
there's a long
you
time ago
how
when
to be
Shanny
a better
was smaller
person,
and
how to speak
showers
to
were
people,
bigger.
how to look at people. He tells me to love everyone, and right now I'm in this part of my life because I've been so
It's funny,
hated on.
small is relative to Shanny.
Where I just despise humans.
It's the only relative she's got these days.
I don't talk to people. I don't see really what they're doing other than their stupid ass shit that they like to do. My thoughts don't align.
It's not your choice that you don't talk to people. People don't talk to you because you're a terrible person and you smell bad and they don't want to engage with you. If people just choose not to engage with you, and I see this kind of across the board. The vast majority of people, I would say somewhere between 60 and 75% of people are just non-confrontational. Like, they just don't want the confrontation. They're just gonna, walk on by, or they're gonna ignore you. Go with the fucking Gordon Ramsay thing. Most people don't complain when they go to a restaurant. Most people don't leave a bad review. They just don't come back. So if people just aren't coming back, then why would they come back? If they don't want to, they just leave. They have other things to do. They can go somewhere else. What's going on, Fit and Kirby? Always with the eyeballs.
Align with them. My heart don't align with them.
Critical heart.
So many people out there, they say they believe in Jesus Christ, but they're
I think Shanny, Rev, and G-Man, all of them are good ways. All of them are good ways to get people to become non-Christians. Yeah, 100%.
Willing to abandon Jesus Christ for a piece of
it's Ms. Parker. Ms. Parker was like, I heard G-Man, and he's the one who caused me to become an atheist, because she was like, that's how I sound. I don't want to sound like this guy. And she became an atheist. Like, not like right off the bat. It's been more of a process, which it typically is a process. But no, nobody just wakes up, God doesn't exist.
Ass, or a little bit of money, or a little bit of popularity.
God, money. That's Trump's God, mammon.
Got your smokes.
A lot of people's God.
Smoke them if you got them, folks.
Golden calf.
We're getting in deep.
Me, I never really cared about money. Because I never had money. I did have God. But I never had money, really.
This is true. Rev had money and you spent it all. And then when the money dried up, you were supposed to get a job. But you don't have a job. Neither does Rev. Because you're both useless. Fun fact. Yesterday. Sorry, the days are running together because I have been on a weird sleep schedule. Yesterday, I did my first day of snow plowing. Granted, I kind of fucked up, but I was brand new to it. And we had like a really bad fucking snowstorm. Like, okay, so I was snow plowing for my brother, and he hits me up at 4:30 in the morning, and he's like, "Hey, I guess it didn't snow, so we're just gonna go salt the properties, and then that'll be it." As soon as he said that, the snow just started coming down hard, and he was just like, I can't do this. He was like, we can't fucking stay in one area. We gotta start like moving around. Because we were at one property for like an hour, the two of us. And he was trying to train me as best he could. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta learn a lot of this shit on my own. Which I ended up, getting into a process and learning it. But, I panicked at one point. Because he came in and he was just like, you gotta keep moving. You gotta move a lot faster. And I'm like, shit, how do I was like, I don't have someone to coach me through this. And I kind of backed into a church bus with his truck, and no damage to the church bus because it was old and made out of really hard steel, but his taillight not so much. So yeah, I worked my fucking ass off from like 5 until 1 p.m. just snow plowing. And I got to do it again probably next Tuesday because it's supposed to snow again. But now I kind of know what I'm doing. And that was fun. Cool story.
Always broke, but somehow I
How
found...
much snow did we get? I would say it was probably around... I would say it's probably around 5 inches. That's... I'll say 6 just to be on the higher end. That's just me kind of gauging when I like stopped at my mom's to get some water and, you know, use the bathroom. Because I was in the area. So it was just like I had to walk up her driveway because my brother plows it. The plow that I was using was way too big to get up her driveway. So I had to like run up there and everything like that. It was, yeah, I'd say about 5 inches, all within, I don't know, 2 hours, 3 hours or so. It was really fucking bad. We could not see shit when we first started. So
found some place to live, some food in my belly.
Yeah, I would say the best way to learn is to do
something to drink,
but
something to
especially
smoke.
with that, I had to sit there and fucking do it. It's just very repetitive. It's really easy, but it's really, really repetitive. And
why do you think the
my
symbol of
knees
Wall
were
Street's the
killing
bull?
me.
It's the golden calf. Mammon.
Yep.
The god of America is Mammon.
No, it was mostly powdery
Well,
stuff.
Roseanne said kill the bull, so...
It came down. Fucking Roseanne. You fucking dumb bitch. Roseanne is a washed up comedian that only got recent fame because she started supporting Trump and went full right. Like, it's the same with Jim Breuer. Jim Brewer's comedy back in the day is fucking hilarious. Jim Breuer now is so goddamn cringe. You might as well, you know, team up with Dapperton. As an essential personnel, I appreciate what you do. It helps me to get to and from work safely. Okay, well, no problem. We don't plow for, like, the city, but, hey, if... we do a lot of, like, driveways and all kinds of stuff, so, yeah. And, yeah, the guys that drive, like, the big city trucks and everything, those motherfuckers, those dudes do a lot of work. They're up probably at, like, 7, but they're there constantly doing that shit. But I appreciate it. Thank you for it. But Shanny doesn't like Trump. Just people that love Trump, and she just quotes him about the military, you know, because she doesn't like him. Oh, well, I appreciate it. And yes, this is true. None of that makes sense, Mango. Like, I know what you're saying, but none of it makes sense. She's just an idiot.
Wow, that was
Hey, what's
crazy.
going on,
Yeah,
Skits?
she's lost her fucking mind.
Wow.
I'm thinking she might be going through a DID episode.
Yeah.
Plows and graves.
She like shaved her head
Yes.
and shit, right?
If you live in a snowy area, think of plow.
It's
Think,
just...
you know, snowplower.
She's having a moment.
I
Thank you,
pray
guys.
for
That's
Roseanne
nice.
Barr.
Yeah, I love her. So I
She's an
pray
idiot.
for her.
I pray for her, and she gets away from that man.
From the cult.
From the cult, yes.
Yeah.
Probably because she was thrown away from people, and that was the only place where she could find a little bit of recognition.
Yeah. Because she's into conspiracy
And felt
and
welcomed.
I just said
Yeah.
that.
She's into
That's
Hey,
a
Steve
dangerous
McRae
place
manager.
to be, where you want to have man's love.
Funny how Roseanne was canceled for grabbing her crotch while singing the national anthem. The natural anthem? I mean, do whatever you want during the national anthem. I don't give a shit. Step on the flag. Burn the flag. Do it. By all means, it's your right as an American. Let people bitch and moan and complain. I don't give a fuck. Like, if you really want to complain while somebody protests, then you don't understand the meaning of a protest. Like, if there's disruption, a protest about climate change, and you're on your way to work and you go and attack somebody, then that person should sue the fuck out of you for assault. And you should, you know, pay the price. I'm sorry you're late to work. There was a protest. If your boss can't understand that, and you can take a fucking video of it from your phone, be like, hey, there was a protest. I couldn't get to work. What do you want me to do? Assault these motherfuckers? And if they say, yeah, go and assault them, then report that person to whatever entity and be like, hey, this person wants me to assault protesters. Just saying. It was a huge thing for the right when it happened. Yeah, because they don't give a shit. They don't actually care about any of their values. They really don't care. Anything that, as long as their side does it, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. But the moment someone's on the left, oh, it's a big scandal. We gotta do this, that, and the other thing. I mean, what exactly were they expecting when they hired her to sing our national anthem? I imagine they probably mixed her up with Yoko Ono. They were just like, it's gonna sound the same anyway.
And
Yeah.
Let's go on, King Cat Lady.
you know, feel a little validated.
Thank you all for being here. Hit that like button. Share it around.
And then you end up in
Hit the
really
links.
bad places because you felt like you kind of fitted in. Not really, but, you know, you got a little love.
Is
Nazi
it in yet?
Germany.
Not really, but, you know, you got a little love.
Nazi Germany.
Are you just like putting shit out there? He just goes, I mean, Nazi Germany. What about Nazi Germany?
You know, I'm not calling MAGA people evil because a lot of them aren't. They're just deceived.
Absolutely true. Yeah.
Deceived by a man who says what they want to hear. He
Yeah.
tickles the ears of man instead of you tickling the ear of God.
I didn't know
See,
God was
you know how you
ticklish.
tickle God's
Also, Skits,
ear?
you might want to stick around for a little bit.
You acknowledge him.
Because
You
apparently she
celebrate
goes after
him.
the military.
You say thank you to
Kind of why
him.
we're here.
That's how you tickle God's ear, but no one really wants to do that anymore.
Who wants to tickle my
They'd
ears?
rather talk about someone else. Always talking about someone else. See, I don't even look at what people say anymore. I don't. Because a lot of things people say are mean and vile and full of hatred.
Oh, Shanny, I hate you because you are mean and vile. And you smell bad, and you got your kids taken away. I hope they get adopted, and you never get them back. They're in a better place. Eat a bag of shit. Fuck you. I hope you listen to this. Skits.
And when I
police
say I
station.
quit, I really do. I quit
You're an
mankind.
American lawyer that shot and killed 2
I don't
teacher
even wanna be
protesters for
part-
blocking the road.
I don't even want to be
I think
called
it happened in Panama. Like, are you talking about Panama City or Panama, the country?
human.
I
to
did
tell
not
you
hear
the
about
truth.
that. There's been a lot of
Because of how
protest
bad I've
hate.
seen people act and treat others.
like fucking Negs was like, I hope all of these people get doxxed and arrested when talking about the pro-Palestinian protesters that glued themselves to the road at the Macy's Day Parade. Like, I thought you were against doxing. It's just the hypocrisy of cows and the right. Most
It's
cows,
horrible.
for whatever reason, are on the right.
I don't see turning the other cheek like Jesus taught.
I did not hear
I
about
don't
that.
see people loving thy enemy like Jesus taught. So what do?
Yeah,
I read Romans 16, Titus 3:9. It tells me to avoid that stuff.
If you have to resort to violence against a peaceful protest, you're the problem. Now, I understand Panama has a different constitution, different rights, but in the United States of America, it's your right to peacefully assemble. It's your right. And the right doesn't like you exercising your rights. We've seen it time and
Avoid
time
it.
again.
Avoid anything
Going on
that causes
106?
contention
Excuse me, Aries 106.
in your life.
You quit mankind,
or
good for you.
division. Avoid
Awesome.
it. Avoid
Keep up
it
the
like a
good work.
madman.
I don't.
That's what the Bible teaches, so I'm like, okay, I'll avoid it like a
You
madman.
joining the lizard people? I hope so. We could use another slave.
I'll just watch the news, see what the world is going through, and I see it, and it's like it's just straight out of the book of Revelation. Straight out of that book, what I'm seeing right now. Or,
Oh, it's
even
not.
better, Matthew 24.
Oh, yeah.
Or better yet, the Bible, like Mango said, the Bible is a guide. It's a guide. It's very vague. So, you want to say all of this shit. No. This is a series of things based off of everything that's happened in, recent history, increases in violence and everything, are all interconnected to the last, 70 fucking years. Because after World War II, you had the Cold War, the increase in military spending on basically every superpower, and even the the subsequent states. You have rises in extremism, not just religious extremism, but just political extremism. You have rises in political unrest. You have rises in violence. In the case of like war and genocide and things like that, and it's all culminating together back into like one more world war, where it's not just going to start with a fucking nuclear war. That's not how World War III is going to just happen. What we're going to have is just like the last two times, it was essentially a powder keg. So what happened in World War I was Archduke Franz Ferdinand was assassinated, and everybody's treaties just sort of collided with each other, and we saw we had the Great War. Well, World War II, you had Nazi Germany trying to expand, and the Japanese Empire trying to expand, and the U.S. basically stayed out of it until the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, and the U.S. was like, we're going to get involved, and we're going to fuck everything up. And they did. The Soviet Union did as well, because Hitler went and attacked the Eastern Front with Operation Barbarossa, and that led to the entire world being at war. Now, we have the same exact thing happening with every superpower flexing their nuts, and all of the smaller states trying to essentially, defend themselves and get sovereignty and establish themselves as, greater powers. And all it's going to take is the powder keg to be lit, so that there's one thing, and that one thing could be Israel using nuclear weapons against Gaza. It could be Donald Trump being elected. It could be the assassination of Vladimir Zelensky. It could be something really, kind of mundane, as in like Vladimir Putin just dying out of the blue, just having a fucking heart attack and dying, and then people go on conspiracies. There's a million things that it could be, but it could be there's a ton of things that could happen that could just pop this shit off, and then all of a sudden, people are getting draft notices saying, hey, you better be able to carry some goddamn armor, and you're gonna have a bunch of fat hillbillies with, all their weapons, and the military is just gonna be like, no, we don't want you, because you're just gonna become a sandbag. And then they're gonna, then it's gonna be a whole world fucking changing event, just like every other world war. Cool story. What's going on, Lady Starfire? Let's see. It was all on camera. He was arrested and charged with several crimes. It's crazy. He went to someone else's country and acted with violence, the pure feeling of privilege he must have thought he had. Yes. And Americans all over the world tend to think they have a lot of privilege. It happens all the time.
You guys are going to be surprised over
here.
the
Hit that
next
like
things
button
that
or
are
something.
coming in the future. Because
doing
you
good,
guys
Lady
wanted
Starfire.
that.
It's nice to
You
see you
wanted
again.
to vote for a man that does not represent any true American. All he represents is corporate greed, adultery,
You're being kind of vague there. Which
ripping
one,
people apart,
which one was elected to do this?
treating your fellow man like a toy,
India's in trouble
not
again
really
with its
showing
attempts
true
on killing
loyalty
U.S.
to
citizens and
anyone.
the killing of a Canadian.
Objectification of females.
Ah, yeah.
Canadian one. I did
His
not know
days
about
as
that,
Miss
John.
America. Oh,
If you
people
guys-
forget about that.
If you guys want to send me articles on this stuff, please do. Go to postlukewana@gmail.com and just send me the articles. You can use Proton email or whatever. Also, if you want pickles, you can send me something there. Or if you have me in Discord, you can send me the articles and I can go over them.
That he was the head of Miss America, sexualizing women and telling women they have to be real thin in order to be considered attractive.
Hold on, let's hear that again.
That's what Donald Trump brought to America.
Articles like you research for your shows? How dare. I know. I know. It's almost like, you know, I don't just watch memes and stuff on YouTube. I actually, like, pay attention to things that are going on, like, I don't know, the news or, you know, geopolitics, or I have, you know, some kind of understanding of, you know, where people are at. So I can always be corrected, but a lot of what I say, don't take it don't take it as fact. Take it more as, you know, my speculation and opinion, as especially when I'm talking about like how things could go down. But this is all based on what I've seen and what I know about what's going on in the world. So if I know what's going on in the world to a certain degree, then I can actually formulate some kind of prediction for the future. It's not that hard. There's so much going on in the world.
And you guys
it's normal
eat it up and you're like,
to miss a
well,
couple
you know,
things. It's normal to miss 99.9% of things and just sort of focus on, you know, small little bubbles. But yeah, it's not hard to actually like understand how some things are linked and why, you know, one thing is bad while another thing is good, but both things aren't really that bad or good in their own right. And it's easy for things to be both, like, you can have two bad things on two different sides of a subject. It's really just it's not hard. It's not a hard
done
concept.
this bad stuff,
I know
but
how to
he
start
gave
World
me a
War
little
III.
bit more pay. What?
I didn't say I know how to start it.
Sellouts.
When I hear my coworkers talk about
know.
Civil War, it's silly. They think it's going to be force on force.
That's
Nope,
it.
they will be terrorists attacking
Sellouts.
soft targets and killing civilians. Yep.
And guess what? He's going to bleed the earth of all the rest of her blood. AKA fossil fuel. AKA gas.
You know a thing or two about gas, don't you? Fossil fuels are not gas. Gas is derived from fossil fuels, you fat fuck.
And you know what?
I'm sorry, I just...
The earth,
The
after
geology
that,
I got.
has every reason to kick us off her back. You're going to see more earthquakes
But
and
wait, there's more.
more bad stuff happening to the earth and the environment, going all havoc because Mother Earth isn't happy. Mother Earth is being killed by people like Donald Trump every fucking day.
Thank you,
My
Lady
penthouse
Starfire.
is 10,000. No, you know what?
It's called climate change.
30,000 square feet.
Wait, what?
Lying about how big his places are so he could get more money.
What?
Every
This
politician
is how
does
you
that,
make
and it should be
billionaires.
stopped.
No, this is how you make scam artists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bitch.
And that's all he's ever...
Bitch, you were all MAGA, like, all the time back when you had money. And now you're like, oh, he's a scam artist. Yeah, he's been a scam artist from the fucking beginning. Everybody knew that except for you and his dumb cult. Shit.
Vin is running one scam to another, and his presidency is another fucking scam he's running, because he doesn't want to go in jail for breaking the law.
He's a scamming, grifting, snake oil salesman.
Guess it takes one to know one there, Rev. You want to say that one more time?
He's a scamming, grifting, snake oil salesman.
You know why she says that? Because it takes one to know one. 100%. You are correct.
Well,
Lady
Crab
Starfire.
Rangoon, that may be true, and I hope to God the new apex that will rule is a race of cat people.
Khajiits. That's awesome.
I don't think you would really like the cat people that would take over. So and that's that, like, I'm just thinking of like the ones that go to conventions. Yeah. So no. First of all, we all know the lizard people are going to take over. Then we're going to give a share of the resources to the cyborgs. Just ask them cyborg. And we're going to take the rest and then move on to the next planet. And hopefully it doesn't have humans, because it takes you guys forever to get anything done and destroy yourselves. Because it's way easier to let you destroy yourselves than for us to actually just destroy the planet and, you know, mine the asteroid field that it becomes. But yes, the Mudbrooker. I'm rich, I hate the poor. I'm poor, I hate the rich. Welcome to America. Yeah, well, that's fair sentiment across the board. But yeah, I don't like rich people, because rich people tend to be fucking assholes, at least in my experience. Not all rich people are assholes, but then again, not all poor people are nice. Mango
I'm
tits.
for it.
Because
Big old
I'm
furries.
at the premises that cats are way more better creatures than humans.
Oh, I agree with that.
Steve McRae manager. I am, as much as I would say yes to that, I don't think Rev would survive another wet brain. Bad idea. Bad manager. Bad. But I don't know. Send them like a do the DoorDash thing that people do for Cobes, and just send them a Big Mac with just cheese and Big Mac sauce or something.
Yeah.
In fact, even alligators and crocodiles are way more
Yeah,
better
but let's
than
not
snakes
exacerbate it, Shanny.
than humans.
Let's milk
Okay,
this teeth.
the croc may look you in the face and say, "I'm gonna eat your ass," but at least it's not destroying the earth.
Valid point.
At least it's not torturing you for the lulz and just because they think it's funny.
You know who you sound like?
Who?
Agent Smith.
Oh,
You got
lovely.
Agent Smith vibes right now, absolutely.
Any Q in there?
Oh, sprinkle him in there
Agent
too. Yeah.
Smith?
Yeah.
He's there.
I'm very nihilistic when it comes to humans.
Yeah.
We're looking at Wet Brain 2.0 within the next few months. He's already drinking so much he has migraine when he's out of alcohol. Ooh. See, I'm not as well versed in Shanny lore as you are, but yeah. Yeah, but let's hope for the best and not, send them to. Let's not leave a gallon of riot punch on his front porch and, wait for the wait for the inevitable to happen sooner. Oh, from The Matrix. I was like, Agent Smith. I was thinking of Stan Smith from American Dad. Oh, nihilistic when it comes to humans. Yeah, humans are pretty bad, but you know what? We can do better. We always have the potential to do better.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait, that's Agent Smith.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Hey,
So Mr. Fear.
Arnold Schwarzenegger said it in Terminator 2. We are destined to destroy ourselves.
There you go.
When the funny thing is, we have the capability of being amazing and good and wholesome and not hurting each other.
Create things.
Create things. Instead of creating things, spending 90% of our budget, American budget, on killing other people, aka the military-industrial complex.
I'm going to stop you right there. It's not 90%. However, comma space, it is a little bit over 50% of our budget.
Maybe we could invest that 90% in creating things and making the world a better place. We choose to put most of our money, which is...
This is actually true. She's speaking facts. We could use that to improve people's lives. Unfortunately, Shanny, you're talking about just giving you a check so you can sit on your fat ass. You want to be a welfare queen, which you pretty much are just a welfare queen. And while that trope really doesn't exist in a broad view, there are tiny little microcosms of welfare queens. And you're one of them. You suck. The military is not going to go away. Also, your shitty idiot boyfriend might actually qualify for the military if he would get off his ass and quit being a piece of shit. I'm just saying. Just saying. I actually fully expect to see, like, Will, I think is the older one, right? I fully expect him to enlist. Probably to send money back to his little brother. I've known a dozen people that have done that. They enlisted so that they could send money back home. That was the whole reason that they did it. But I digress.
Which is held by the blood of the earth, aka oil.
$1.
We decided to make more blood and cause more bloodshed and more suffering in the world.
Death Incorporated.
Gee, what a simple complex.
Oh, I forgot about that. He has been 5150, so he is ineligible. Get a fucking job, Rev.
I mean, Jesus tried to tell you to love one another. He tried, but you guys
Hey, Rebecca.
again failed that
The Coast Guard reserves
with your warfare.
Oh no! Don't even shit on the Coast Guard. Coast Guard does a pretty goddamn awesome job of what they do. Like, Coast Guard is pretty high speed. It's just nobody respects the Coast Guard. That's the only problem. Because, I mean, it's the Coast Guard. Come on, join the Army or something. But Coast Guard pilots are, aside from Navy pilots, Coast Guard pilots are probably, like, the best. Then it would go down to Army and then Marines because, well, hey, fuck the Marines.
Again failed that with
Sergeant
your
Perfect
warfare.
Teeth. Oh, I haven't heard that in too long. R.A.P. Lobster. Can we get some lobsters in the chat? Miss Grampy Lobster. Coast Guard is offering huge bonuses right now for culinary. There you go. You guys have, if you want some culinary specialty, join the Coast Guard. Like, there are a lot of branches that are offering, like, huge bonuses and like, depending on your job, they're offering a lot for people because the military is hurting in general because people just don't want to do it. They're just like, we're tired of fucking just being thrown into somebody else's fucking war. We don't want to fucking do that. I want to join the military to serve my country for a purpose, not because, you know, you said, hey, go over kill these fucking, these brown people. Hey, go over there because we're having a dispute with this country. Hey, there's unrest here, so go over here and, put these people down and make them see why the U.S. is better. Hey, go over there and, go over there, go over here, go over there. People just don't want to do that. Like, we have the internet. We can see what goes on. But she'll get into that. Thank you for lobsters. I'd re-enlist if I knew for the bonuses. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a bonus.
And really, the people, the military,
Here we go.
should finally, militaries all around the world, the people, should stand up to their
Hey,
leaders
Bill Portland.
for once and tell them no to warfare and bloodshed.
Yes.
Facts. That's called a mutiny. You will be shot by the people who don't do that. So don't do that unless you are 100% confident that that'll actually go through and work. Or if you want to go against the actual government that's sending you to war, that's called a coup. And coups don't really tend to work out very well for the vast majority of people. For instance, if there were a military coup in the United States, there would not be a very good outcome for the people of the United States. Trust me, it would be fucking awful. It would be horrible. It would not be good. And a lot of times with a military coup, what happens is they'll just start drafting people. They'll be like, hey, fucking you, come here. Get in this fucking uniform. You're gonna be a soldier now. And, wherever there's somewhere that they need, bodies to stack up, they'll send you out there. They'll just be like, hey, go the fuck out there. You're gonna go and you're gonna, start shooting at people. And back during like World War II, up until I think it was like right after World War II, they changed from paper targets to silhouettes, and we went from, I think it was like 45% of soldiers actually like fired on the enemy to damn near 100%, because we changed our tactics. So now a squad of 12, nearly 100% of those people will fire on their enemy while conducting, whatever operation. When back in the day, it would have been almost half of the people would have fired back, because people don't really want to kill people. You can teach people that, I guess it's okay. This is like combat related jobs as well. Basic soldier training. Actually, that would be an insurrection. I'm gonna look this up. Did it? Insurrection, coup, and sedition mean. I don't want to go to the treason. Okay, fuck it. Insurrection. The words insurrection and insurrectionists have been. Insurrection is the act of revolting against civil authority or an established government. Other definitions like that. Violent one. Synonyms include revolt or uprising. Sedition. Let's go with coup. A coup, shorthand for a coup d'etat, probably characterized as sudden decisive exercise of force in politics, but particularly the violent overthrow or alteration of an existing government by a small group. Okay, so yeah, you're correct. It would be an insurrection, but there's a few words in there that are muddy the waters. But yeah, it would be an insurrection. A coup is government officials overthrowing the government. Insurrectionists are citizens. I'm talking about like the U.S. military at the behest of themselves, like literally all of the military, not just like just taking over the government. I would imagine that would be a coup as opposed to an insurrection, whereas an insurrection, I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to fight with Mudbrooker. He was around for the Civil War, so he knows what it's all about. January 6th all over again. Yeah, so... Yeah. I got one when I re-enlisted. Ah, suckers. Yeah, I just re-enlisted a few weeks ago. Yay.
But
See,
they
I'm gonna
choose
be
to
wrong and do
fight
my research.
for old, white, rich men. For their made-up complexes due to their egos and their megalomania.
Absolutely.
Fucking. So one time my mom was like, I think she was watching the 2020 election. Or no, it was the 2016 election. She was like, can we have something other than a bunch of white males running the country? And I was like, Mom, you raised 4 white males. What the fuck are you talking about? She goes, well, you know, okay, old white men. And I was just like, okay, that's a little bit better. Like, I get what you're saying, but Jesus Christ, you just said it to my face. Oh, I love my mom.
Brain damage due to inbreeding. These are just facts.
Yes.
That's it.
I mean, our militaries around our world could say no to this.
She's not
Does
wrong.
your
She
government
doesn't
really
have to say
take
it.
care of you militaries? No, they don't.
Oh, they are fucking wasted on this stream.
Disposable heroes, Metallica, back to the
All
front.
you are to them are useful idiots.
Meat sack. To be.
Even Trump himself calls our military idiots.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't
What's
support
in it
Trump.
for them?
Unbelievable.
I asked that question. What is it in for you if you're in the military, other than causing more suffering and bloodshed in the world?
Don't we have a military that endorses the R word?
No, motherfucker. No, actually, we don't. No, we have heavy punishment for that. Very heavy punishment for that. Get the fuck out of here, Rev. And on top of that, I thought it'd be a little bit more succinct, or straightforward instead of succinct, on what she said.
More suffering and bloodshed.
Yeah.
What's in it for them?
Unbelievable.
What's in it for soldiers, service members? Like, one, you get to serve your country. You get to help people. For me, I'm in the reserves. I did the triple threat. I did active duty, National Guard, and now I'm in the reserves. And if I get called up for something, I get to go help people as a reservist. As a National Guardsman, I get to go help people. I know people that went down during Katrina. In fact, our civil affairs guy was prior infantry, and he got sent down to Katrina to go, and he was infantry at the time. He got to go. He was like riding on fucking boats, going onto people's roofs and trying to like extract them from their homes. He found a lady whose cat had eaten her face because she was in a wheelchair and the cat had no food. And they were like, okay, well, we got a body here. And then she started screaming because she was still alive while the cat was eating her fucking face. You think you could do that? Hell no. You'd just be another fucking corpse down there. Shit. Like, I'm doing public affairs. So what I'm going to do is a lot of going into the community and seeing what's going on. Going and asking, hey, what help can the National Guard and the reserves do for you, for your community? What connection do you have to the National Guard? What are your, what are your aspirations for a better America, a better United States? What can we do? And are we gonna cut out, people who are like, oh, fuck the gays, they're the worst. We don't need abortion. Yeah, we're gonna cut that out because we don't need that. We're gonna be like, okay, well, we can't actually support that. We have to be pretty fucking neutral. But the people who are like, yeah, well, I would rather have our tax money spent elsewhere. I would rather have better roads and, help out people instead of sending people overseas. I can actually use that in a story. It's too easy. But Jesus fucking Christ. It's not just like, you don't join because you're like, oh, I'm bloodthirsty. Because those motherfuckers are nuts. And typically, they end up in a place called Leavenworth. Leavenworth is a prison. So, they end up, murdering somebody. Like, they're not good people. And you don't want to go the Brett Keane route. Why don't we take all these murderers and psychopaths and put them on the front line? Because they're super undisciplined and all they want to do is kill people. And there's nothing saying that they won't kill the guy next to them if they get pissed off. It's not just about killing people. Are you trained to do so? Absolutely. One of the things I have to do, I think in March, is individual weapons qualification. So I have to get behind a rifle, qualify with my weapon to make sure that I can actually hit targets. It's a basic soldier skill. It's a basic skill that everybody, it doesn't matter if you're Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, Air Force, or Space Force, it doesn't matter. You're going to learn this skill. Because when the shit hits the fan and somebody gives you a rifle, you better be pointing it down range. God damn. God damn, she's dumb. They're both really dumb. Hey, what's going on, Nick Geek Out? To hear them both speak like that when they have done nothing with their own life. I know, it's infuriating, isn't it? Useful idiot, you say. Yeah, honestly, it's good old BRM. Yeah. Yeah, Skits Crasher is right here with me. No, Skits, would you rather have your soldier be a robot, or would you rather them be have critical thinking skills? Do you want to just point them in the right direction and be like, go do this? Or would you rather say, go assault this position, and then have them go actually assault the position? Red was all three of them things until Shanny, male, rich, white. Yeah. He definitely lost the male part and the rich part. He's still really pale, though. I'm proud of you for re-enlisting. Well, thank you very much, Lady Starfire. It was 14 months in the making. It's not the same as being military, but it's the same reason I keep doing animal rescue. It can suck, but I want to help them. Yeah, you just want to help people. Like, that's the whole thing I want to do. I just want to fucking help people. I want to actually, like, do stuff. I want to expand myself as a person. Like, there are different schools that I could go to. Journalism school. What was the other one? I could go to bus driving school and learn how to be a fucking bus driver. Damn. The one thing I was looking for was jungle warfare school. That'd be fucking sweet. So I could learn how to survive in the jungle. And then maybe I could get a certification to be able to teach other people these skills that I have. And that would expand me as a person. I could make more money and live a more comfortable life after I retire. But, hey, that's just me. Shanny the tank tipper, going full, what is it, like 2003 Hulk just grabbing a tank by the barrel and throwing it. She's pretty fast when she's angry. There's Sears School. I don't think I would do Sears School. I don't think I could do Sears School. I don't think I have the gumption for it. Hey, I went to bus driver school a while, and it was a slow month. Yeah, that's pretty. Sounds about right. They always wanted to send me to bus driver school in the Guard, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. They're like, are you sure? You get to, drive big vehicles. And it's like, I don't like driving in general, so I'm going to pass. Don't give me the option, just send me. Also, I really hope they don't just send me. I don't want to go to bus driving school.
Ask that question, what is it in for you if you're in the military, other than causing more suffering and bloodshed in the world?
Ooh. The same thing, what's in it for me? Something that everybody, including you and Rev Shanny, should get. Free healthcare. Free healthcare, free college. That's it. Like, that's it. There you go. That's what's in it. That's what's in it for me. Free healthcare, free college. Being able to expand my horizons, travel the world, meet new people, do things, help people. There's a lot more in it. I fucking hate driving. Yeah, I really don't like driving. But hey, I'm now a snow plow driver, snow plowman. Call me Mr. Plowin'. Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. I'll see myself out.
Don't we have a military that endorses the R word?
Yes, but that's not being spoken.
Nope. The military as a whole condemns that shit. There was a massive investigation into sexual assault and sexual harassment in 2010 when it started, and that resulted in the SHARP and the SHARP program. There's one other thing. Sorry, I've been out for a minute. Sexual assault or sexual harassment and assault response and prevention. So you actually have an advocate that you can go to who's a completely neutral party, not part of your unit, and you can discuss what happened and how to go about it. And if it has to go down the administrative route, that's one thing, and if it has to go down the legal route, that's another thing. But you have the representation that's there. And when it comes to, the R word, then yeah, oh yeah, oh my God. If you R word one of your battle buddies and the rest of the unit finds out about it, oh my God, are you going to be... You're probably going to get the shit kicked out of you, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, well we were pulling them out to get administrative action and go to the proper authorities, and dude just fell down the fucking stairs. They're gonna be like, why is there a dirty boot print on his face? Well, his leg, you can see his leg is bent backwards and it just like kind of slammed on his own face. Yeah, it was bad. Dude, I couldn't walk in Kandahar without an MP making sure I was good. That was 2010, 2011. Yeah. That's exactly when it fucking happened. The worst thing is now I have in my head, Mr. Plow. Ravenous will take you to Plowtown. Skits. He's into that. Plow King? Plow King stole all the work from Mr. Plow. Get out of here. No one likes a blue falcon. Not the time for that, Skits. That's the good time to be a blue falcon.
Spoken of.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to trigger my own self.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
You have the power to say
Finish my
no
water.
to the military,
It means I can finish beers. Yay!
to bloodshed,
I don't think I'll
to
have any
warfare. You can say no, and you choose not to. You choose to invoke more of it. Probably, in my opinion.
Won't you take me to Plowy Town? I'm gonna have all of these things stuck in my head the next time I'm fucking snow plowing.
You like to know how it is to take a life. You like that feeling, you little...
Go ahead. I know everybody compared to you is little, but go ahead and say that one more fucking time, you dumb bitch.
like to know how it is to take a life. Probably, in my opinion, you like to know how it is to take a life. You like that feeling, you little serial killers.
First of all, would I like to know? I mean, sure. I'd also like to know what it's like to go to space. I'd like to know what it's like to be an evil billionaire. I'd like to know what it's like to fucking go 1,000 feet underground. Am I ever gonna do those things? I hope I can go to space. I hope I can go to fucking 1,000 feet underground. Maybe I'll be a billionaire. Probably not evil. But at the same time, if I have to kill somebody, I'm gonna kill them. If they're trying to kill me, I will kill that person. When it comes down to it, if somebody's trying to kill you, you kill them. You take their fucking life. It's you or them. That's it. Shanny, I am not going to implore you to do this, because I know you would, because you're an idiot. Do not ever ask somebody who's been to combat, so how many people have you killed? Or have you ever killed anybody? Because the main response you're going to get is them being like, thank you, and just walking away. They'll just walk away. The vast majority of people will not actually talk about it. They might talk about their experiences. If you're like, hey, what'd you do downrange? Oh, we got into this. We got, like, our cop was attacked, and we had probably like 50 dudes coming at us, and we were just round after round, just, my buddy over here, he was hurt, and, that's the things that they want to remember. Like, they're gonna be like, suicide bombers were just, like, blowing themselves up and shit, but they're not gonna talk about, like, who they shot and what they felt and everything. It's just kind of... It's not something most people talk about. You'll hear about it in, like, interviews and especially, like, with World War II and stuff. A lot of these guys are living through that, and you'll see it in their eyes. They're going to live through that trauma. But it's not like everybody just joins the army and they're like, okay, here's your gun. Go kill them, boys. It's like, no. Most people are like, so I was gonna be an X-ray tech. Why do I need a gun? Hold on, was it? I have never said I was proud that I have had to take a life in combat. Yeah, and no, I don't think I've ever heard somebody that was proud to do it. I know people who have had to do it. I know people who have done it. I never did it. One of the scariest moments of my fucking life was our last patrol when I was in Iraq. They changed up the tactics because they were throwing these things called RKG-3s, and they're an anti-tank grenade that you throw up in the air, and it comes down with a little parachute, and it lands on the top, and it blows a hole in the softer part, the top of the turret, and shoots shrapnel through, basically kind of like the same physics as an RPG, blows in, and that can actually destroy a lot of the trucks that we have today, a lot of the armored vehicles. And what they were doing was they were riding on either side of a convoy, and one of them would have the RKG-3 and throw it, and the other one would just ride off. Well, we had this one dude I was the rear gunner, and I had my M4, and I was just watching him because he kept pulling up and then dropping off and pulling up and I was looking around me, and I had him in my sights, and I told my squad leader, I was like, hey, if this dude pulls up one more time, I'm gonna fire. And I was looking at him, I pulled the slack out of the trigger, and all of a sudden, he just dipped into like an auto shop or whatever business was right there. And I was just like, okay, he's gone. And I put my fucking rifle up, and I continued to like wave people back. And that was one of the scariest fucking moments of my life, because had I killed that dude, there was a good chance I never would have went home. Like, that was fucking ridiculous. It's not something that you look at and you just like want to do. And had he pulled something out, you bet your ass I would have shot him square in the fucking chest, because I was right on his fucking chest. So it's not like that. But then again, these two idiots have barely left their house in... How many years have we been watching this shit? This dumbass thought that impossible meat was made at the butcher. So there you go. My truck is 2022. I have 83,000 miles on it.
Louie.
The
What kind of truck?
militaries
Still whining.
were established around the world to defend. You're not really defending. You're going after one
Take your
rich
plow
man's
down,
idea
son.
after another one
Leave your
rich
plow at
man's
home, Bill.
idea.
Take people out of town.
That's the truth.
That's not the truth. You're an idiot, and you lied.
That's
So-
the truth.
Can't wait to see you. Shanny, we'll know you're in hell when, you know, the entire earth smells like putrid grease.
And Jesus is going to tell you the same on Judgment Day. Warmongers.
Don't worry, Skits. We're in the same boat. And I know the type of folks you've talked to, and you've heard a whole hell of a lot. A lot more than I have. And for her to say this shit, it's just really disparaging. But it should give you some solace knowing that the people that you deal with know better than some fucking 75,000 pound fucking land whale chilling on someone else's dime, you know, drunk off her ass, just speaking about shit she doesn't know. You know,
Do not inherit the kingdom of God. Period.
I can't do the roar.
That means Trump's not
You
inheriting
wouldn't
the
like me when
kingdom
I'm
of God.
angry.
That means Benjamin Netanyahu is not inheriting the kingdom of God. That means Putin isn't inheriting the kingdom of God. That means Zelensky is not inheriting the kingdom of God. The leader of Hamas is not inheriting the kingdom of God.
Zelensky has shown nothing but the utmost leadership. You can say everything you want about Zelensky, and it can be true about how he's a piece of shit in one regard or the next. He's shown nothing but the utmost leadership in defending his country as the president of Ukraine. Don't lump him in with Netanyahu. They both might be Jewish, but not the same.
Because they are warmongers and they want to shed the blood of the innocent, always. For their own ego.
Pretty sure the Russians aren't that fucking innocent when they're invading a sovereign nation and getting killed all over the place. Such is war. Yeah. But, hey, a lot of those motherfuckers didn't want to be there. And when they surrendered, the Ukrainians took them in. They're like, hey, if you surrender, we'll take you in. We're going to give you food and water, and you're going to tell us what the fuck you did and what happened. So, we'll take you in. However, the Russians, they'll send you to Putin's type of gulag. You're going to Siberia.
For their own power. Their own pathetic power. But in my philosophy, which was established by Jesus Christ, true power...
Shut the fuck up, you idiot. I'm done with this dumb bitch. Just a work truck. I'm a heavy machine mechanic for a land development company, driving from job to job, plus 100-mile daily commute. Fuck that. Fuck all of that. I have to drive like 150 miles this weekend just to get... It's actually going to be like a 300-mile round trip, but I don't like driving. I don't like it. I hate it. If you say, let's go on a road trip, if we're driving more than... I'm not driving more than 150 miles at a time. I fucking hate that shit. Like, damn. Alright. It's 8:30. Do we have anything... Mango, do you have something short that I could watch? Something a little bit of a palate cleanser. Do the roar. Do the roar. A pink G-Man bike. Well, I like vagina and I am a man, so and G stands for gay, so I would not like that. I hope that was my Cash App. That was not my Cash App. If you'd like to use my Cash App, it's up at the top. But if you hit up my Cash App... Oh. That was my Cash App. Thank you so much, Jay Troido. I really appreciate that. Honestly, anything helps. Like, work is slowing down. This is going to be my last views, probably, that I'm going to buy. And I have a couple beers here that I'm saving. I'm probably just going to save them for Underhaven tonight. Sydney wants the baby rhinos. I'll play the baby rhinos for Sydney, because Sydney's a sweetheart. If I remember where it was. Show B-roll. Yeah, there it is. Well, we went on a link from Mango. Everybody check out the baby rhinos. Aren't they so cute? So the music is provided by Chris Durham Music Channel. This is one of his tracks. I just put to a bunch of clips of baby rhinos. Aren't they the sweetest? This one has a vendetta against the box. What's in the box? Oh, he fell. Mom or dad over there is like, what's going on? What's in the box? You're so cute. Here. Oh. Open that little box. Drift Rhino. Just playing around. Rhinos are the best. Rhinos are my favorite animal. Look how sweet they are. Aww. precious things. Okay. I will play us out with the rest of the baby rhinos. How about? Oopsie, I didn't mean to close that. There we go. So, in the meantime, what I'll do is, since we're not doing brunch, we will check out Kate Will Try Anything. And Kate should try not doing things as her next trying to do things. John, if you have a link to that, I will absolutely watch that after this. So we have a small aluminum pan. We've got, I'm guessing, sweet potatoes and russet potatoes. I can't really see. Mango will correct me. Okay, we're layering, looking good, good with the layering. Ooh, I can't take these links. Here, let me put this up. Okay, we'll watch this real quick.
Well, conservationists in Indonesia are celebrating the birth of a critically endangered Sumatran rhino. The 55-pound calf was born.
Oh, it's so fuzzy. Oh, look at him. Look at those big old eyes.
Born at a sanctuary on the island of Sumatra, the staffer found the baby rhino next its mother Delilah on Saturday morning. 10 days earlier than she was actually.
Oh my fucking god, look how cute it is. Not a thing going on between those two eyes. But they're so cute. They're so fuzzy. Look at his little toenails. Oh, what a cutie pie. Yeah, you're a handsome young man.
Actually due to give birth. His father was born at the Cincinnati Zoo. He is the second Sumatran rhino born in Indonesia this year. There are right now fewer than 50 of them in existence.
Wow, it doesn't look real. It's different.
Oh, and they ended with a puppy, too. Oh. Kate, you bitch. Why do you have to ruin that? It wants to kill. What? What the hell? Damn it, Mudbrooker. It might, but it's still a sweetheart. Anyway, let's look at a different creature that actually wants to kill. Okay, we got butter. I see where we're going with this. That butter, ma'am, that butter pat didn't really go in all. Do something with that, and you might want to a little thinner, slightly thinner, thin penis. Cue that it's not real conspiracy theorist. I feel like I'm gonna need this. Okay. Organic cinnamon. Wait, whoa. Hold on. Was that sugar? No, that was salt. Salt and cinnamon. Now we got salt. We got cinnamon. Why do we have the cinnamon? Why with the cinnamon? What is that? Brown sugar? We got brown sugar. Syrup. Alright, well, these potatoes are ruined. Because the sweet potato. This not what is that? What was that? What was that? Slow it down. Ah, wait. Damn it. Fuck you, Kate. Wait, playback speed. I'll do this for it's coarse black pepper. Why? Don't mix all of these things. Why the pepper? Because you put the salt and you forgot about it? pepper? Why? Oil? Why oil? There's already oil in the butter. You don't need the extra oil. This food is very human. Oh, thank you. Since we're not doing brunch.
Yum. Okay, so these are just...
Last word I would use to describe this. Yum. Words I would use to describe this. Vomit inducing. It's one word if you had a hyphen. Disgusting. Grotesque. Diarrhea. Violence. There we go.
Sweet potatoes and yam. So sweet potato yam, sweet potato yam.
Hey, Mango, you want to, is she correct? I gotta wait on this one. Those are not yams. It's not a yam, is it? She is correct, so those are yams. Okay. So that's what a yam looks like? Huh. It looks like a russet potato. The Cove suggests his food pairing. Well, if he did, there would be mead. Okay, well, yams are pale color, sweet potatoes are oranges. Oh, okay. I think I remember you saying they were like a more of a brownish color, so I was thinking more of like a darker type sweet potato, but no, okay. I'll take your word for it.
Sweet potato yam, sweet potato yam, sweet potato yam, sweet potato yam. We got butter, sugar.
You didn't really have to go down the line.
Syrup. It's gonna be so good, and I love cooking it this way because it
get away with everything but the extra
beautiful
oil.
Presentation. So we pop this in the oven. It's gonna cook. Try to get your slices as even as possible. If you can't totally,
you might be right. I'd have to actually taste a yam because I've had sweet potatoes. I really don't like sweet potatoes. I'd have to taste the yam to see what it's up. But the extra oil.
They do it even.
It's gonna be so oily.
It's more helpful to have a mandolin. I don't have one of those, so I just try to do my best. So this is it. Isn't it pretty?
Sweet potato yam. Sweet potato yam. Sweet potato yam. Our yams are darker. Those aren't real yams. Pecan pie.
Look at all these. Okay.
Well,
so this butter and the this bottom and like the syrup and stuff is not a waste. You use this as a top. But look at these. Let's pick them up if we can. Ah, they fell. Sometimes that here.
Use a fork, you dumb bitch. Jesus Christ. Maybe a spoon, not a spatula. They're oily and buttery. Put it on a plate. Or next to a plate? Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck, I hate this video.
Buns. But look at these. Ah! They're perfectly cooked. But look at these. Ah!
Hold on, we gotta go.
They're perfectly cooked.
We gotta go back for that one. Alright.
Sometimes that happens. But look at these. Ah! They're perfectly cooked.
Stop doing
And they're just like such a fun way to serve taters and butter everywhere. Such a fun way to serve taters.
Yeah, because there's too much fucking butter. Maybe do a third of that butter. Maybe none of the syrup. Slightly sweet, half-cooked, oily potatoes. Yeah. Sounds like a straight up family Thanksgiving. Perfect snack. This makes me want to... This looks like the way diarrhea smells.
Yum. You can thank me later when you eat this and you say, wow, that's really good. Kate, you're so smart. You're the smart. Look at those yummy sweet potatoes. Look at this.
Look, I know Adult Swim comes on at 5 o'clock and you have nothing to do throughout the entire day, but you are not Dexter. Second of all, why don't you eat it? Why don't you eat it? You eat it. Try it. Try your own food for once, Kate. Try it. Eat your food, Kate. Eat your goddamn food.
Yum. Hot, hot, hot. Hot sugar. But look at how beautiful that is. Let's get into it more so you can see all the pretty, pretty layers.
Don't slow down your fuck up. Just plate it and eat it. Put it on a plate. Maybe reduce the syrup a little bit. Like a buttery syrup. Why am I explaining anything to this fucking invalid? Oh my god.
Just the scrum-diddly unctuousness of all this goodness.
Did you not know how to remove the audio, or did you leave it in there intentionally?
Of all this goodness, that looks good. Diddly unctuous. Just the scrum-diddly unctuousness of all this goodness.
As you can see, this is her. This is all her. Hold on. Let me do this. Oopsie. This is all her. Playback speed normal. That's all her. How dare she fall the words of Ned Flanders.
That looks good.
I need that audio so goddamn bad. Oh my god. Alright. Well, thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Troy, for the Cash App. It's probably just gonna go into my gas tank. So reminds me of Chantel's bathtub water. Go to Mango, put her in the corner, please. Yes, please do get that, because I won't be able to stream again until next week. So, yeah. Check it out. I might be on Underhaven. I think Underhaven's doing something. Yeah, doing something here in about an hour or so. So I'll be on Underhaven later tonight. And then maybe, depending on where I'm at, I'll be on Underhaven this weekend for the regular Underhaven show. I'll be on my phone, so don't expect a lot of quality. Hotel Wi-Fi and all that. But yeah, everybody enjoy the baby rhinos, and I will see you very soon. Whoop. Thank you, Skits. Appreciate that.
Please remember to like the video, subscribe, and make sure you click the bell for notifications for the next time a video comes out. Share the music with your friends if possible. And underneath this video in the description, there are links to my Spotify, my iTunes, and if you feel like donating to my tip jar, there's a link to Venmo.